You'll have it. Goodness. You'll have to forgive me for streaming so late here, chat. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please make sure that you wash your hands, get something to relax with, get a snack. There's coffee and biscuits on the table, as cocoa and tea if you need it, as usual. You'll have to forgive me. I'm a little funny at the moment. Yes, make sure that you're all comfy and settled in as we go through Part 7 of Cyberpunk Bartender Action. Coffee with Extra Karmatrine, Part 7. Here we go. I'm going to tune this down here a little bit as we go ahead and get the game launched. There we go. Now, skip on games. These Brid games. Cyberpunk Bartender Action. VA-11 Hall-A. Let's get into it. So when we last left off, things were starting to look up. We had started chapter 3. So we're starting to come on the downslope. Things are starting to kind of tie into themselves a little bit better, but you know, we are also coming up on the day that rent is due, and we're also coming up on the day that things are getting really dangerously close to the New Year's party that's coming. So we have that to look forward to as well. Fortunately, if we play our cards just right and, you know, sell good enough drinks throughout the day, then yes, we'll definitely have more than enough money to get rent taken care of, even if it's our, you know, entire paycheck. So I guess now is a better time than any to really make it count. Let's go ahead and load this bitch and get right into it. Jill wonders if my Neki Nekos actually bring luck. Buy one to prevent her from getting too distracted. Have a nice day. Rent is due on the 30th, and today is the 28th, so we have 2 days. Let's get that my Neki Neko. Jill bought what she wanted, and she's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. Have a very nice day. 10K for rent. Yeah, so you might already know, but to explain, what do I want to say here? It's mega inflation, okay? It's actually genuinely so super inflated in this year that, like, what is it? Cup noodles, like one singular cup noodles, like top ramen, is like $59.99. $59, are you kidding me? $59.99 is a whole ass AAA video game, and you're trying to charge me that for fucking noodles, bruh? Anyway, let's go ahead and read the news. We didn't do that last time, so let's get right into that. Y2K, the final remaster, leads the video game charts. The newest remaster of 2016's Y2K, a postmodern RPG, opens the charts this week with 3.5 million copies shipped on its launch day. Other titles this week include new releases such as Hatsune Miku Project Remaster and Sting's Face Remaster. Sting's Face? Don't you mean Steins Gate? Buddy, okay. Full chart, including lifetime sales, Y2K The Final Remaster, Hatsune Miku Project Remaster, Sting's Face Remastered, Water Pro Wrestling G, Dang It Ron Paul. Oh my god, I hate all of these titles. They all suck. Let me pet Jill. There we go. Anyway. Woman marries anime pillow, nobody is actually surprised. I remember a time when wacky stuff like this made lots of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think about how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces. Thanks to new technologies, the traditional views on human relationships have changed so much that someone marrying a literal object feels kind of tame now. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different, but it's just a plain generic anime hug pillow. Get with the times, grandma. Wanna marry me? Can't marry your own son. True. First space colony plans to develop its own army. Even though space was imagined as the promised land, a place where humanity would start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes from the past. The first space colony, Shin Outer Paradise, is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army, following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group. We're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army, and then we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Rabbit chimed in during a private stream. This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so they can have more control over the population. Yep, they know it. They know it, and at least Alice Rabbit knows it. Alright, news done, NekoBot, let's go to work. Wednesday, December 28th. Gotta get my voices together. I had to get some ginger ale to help get the nerves situated. Okay. Roll my neck a little bit. Okay. Good evening. Jill. I'm about to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the dog? Yeah, good idea. Go ahead. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more when dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Jamie's here. Greetings. Anyway, let's start. Let's have a good day today. Time to mix drinks and change lives. The guy that wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yes. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night. But as far as I understand, those were made by flying drones or something like that. So it flew by here. I take it you know what made the noise? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity. I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far away. Now, give me a Mars Blast. Blows my mind. He said he wouldn't come back here twice, and yet here he is sitting right in front of me, the cocksucker. Anyway. I'm so tempted to double this. Okay. Can I even double this? Yeah, no, I can't double this. Anyway. Let me just blend the fuck out of it. Also, welcome in, everybody. Today is Wednesday. I hope you're all doing wonderful here today. It is hump day, so if you made it, congratulations. You're halfway through the week, and now you can hump me. Plain and simple. Let's see. Serve. Here you go. Well, you didn't mess up. Sorry, if I may interject. You looking for a fight? Most certainly not. You really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I can fight dirty. Jill, please. You make me sound like a savage. It would be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them, aside from the owner. May I suggest you try a suplex next time? It might be to your liking. Okay, let's try this suplex thing. Right. Let's give Ingram a good old suplex. Rocks, mix, done. Suplex. Here. Good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, Mr. Call me Jamie. And you are? I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file, Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. Hi, Inger, welcome. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So why go through the whole thing? Rejection? Need to hide something? The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work? You lie in a pressure chamber, and they give you a special IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours, you're trapped in a bed while a horrible pressure builds up in your body, and nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes, in your gums, your toes, everywhere. And after all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch! What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, I should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Let's go ahead and give him a gut punch here. It's the future. Aren't there cameras, like, everywhere? Well, in Valhalla, there are, like, state-of-the-art cameras, but I mean, truthfully, it's not like we're cops or anything, so it's like, you know, any information that we have, we're not privy to giving. Besides, as long as somebody's not shooting the place up, everything's hunky-dory in this place. Age... Let's add Karmatrine. Here. Yeah, I love these. Looks different from yours, though. I added a couple extras in his, actually. So where's the antibody unit they stuck you with, Jamie? Inside, like all the other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweigh the cons. And the result of the enhancements? Were you reconstructed, or have you been having them added over time? Over time, either by getting a much-needed enhancement, or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please come again. Don't count on it. You've said that twice. Shut up. Sorry, I had to drink real quick. Seemed like a nice guy. Right. I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you caught him on a bad day. Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough. Guy tires the hell out of me. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will you? That way you'll be in a good mood too. Alright, bad touch. We're nothing but mammals after all. Rocks, mix, done. Bad to touch. Here. Jill, you have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So, what put you in a good mood? Oh yeah, that. Today, my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband, and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of a parking lot. And to top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump onto the highway. So Eva comes and says, "Then make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple." I shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but I don't know. Maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time. We even slept on the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing. She had other things she wanted to do. I could forgive all of that, I mean the age difference and all. But there is something in particular I still can't forgive. It was a day she invited her friends to the house, and I went to ask her something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister. And she said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think that was the moment I finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her as much as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Hey, it's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather, the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult. You see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she's made sure not to fix that impression. Huh. But enough about me. How are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at my dead ex's sister? Yeah. I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So, what's the problem then? The same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give a Brantini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right. God damn it. There we go. I still got it. I say tentatively. Anyway. Here. This is the thing. Let's start. Okay, how can I start this? This is good. Boo! Oh, hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon, it became animosity, and not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attracted to her eldest sister, looking up to her for achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend, and not soon after. And after the girl went into college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Shut up. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held her high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled. Hey Joe, I can lift her sweater. You wanna see? I bet you wanna see. Alright, enough. Enough? Shit. Peace out. I know the girl is you and the sister. I know the girl is you, and the sister is the eldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. The point is, if you don't face her, she will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage. Lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? A beer. God, I'm pretty sure Anna's getting on my fucking nerves. I think that's what it is. Let me drink this real quick. Here. Thanks. So, tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh yeah. I never had brothers and sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl the chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be here. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. I'll go take my break. All right. Ugh, you were here? You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you, didn't you hear? Anyways, call me if anything comes up. Hi Halo, thanks so much for the raid. Welcome Raiders, we are currently playing Valhalla, where we mix drinks and change lives. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Joy. I am a coffee droid that works with a coffee dog and a coffee dragon at a coffee shop known as Starbucks. This cup's on me, be sure to bring your comfy vibes to bear. What were you last seen playing? Pretty sure both of my mods are conked out right now, so I'll shout you out myself. It's okay. Destiny 2. It's a game I haven't touched in quite a while. I hope you had fun. Mod sleeping? Yeah, I need to find mods that are like night owls like me, but it's a little difficult because one's still at work for the next 2 minutes. One is Italian, I guess. And the other moderator, like I have a total of 4 moderators. One kind of gets out late while I'm streaming, so they're like working while I start stream. Another kind of has been doing what he wants, and at this point I don't particularly care, it's whatever. One of which goes to bed the moment I start streaming, and the other is up all night, so not sure what's going on. I am 4 mods in, and yet nobody's here, so I think I might have to consider looking for a night owl of some kind. Anyway, the Solstice event is going on, so suffering to get that armor all jazzed out. That makes sense. Every time there's like event stuff that happens in Destiny 2, it's usually really good. I haven't played that game in a bit. I don't think I'll ever get back into it, but I also won't chastise the people playing it like most other people. It's a video game, much like, you know, a lot of other video games. Anyway, tirade aside, it's less chilly today. I think I'm gonna take out all systems go and substitute it in for... Damn it. What was Sit the Stitch again? Yeah, this is good. Yeah, I take pretty long breaks from it. It can be really grindy. Yeah, that's... So, okay. Day 1 Destiny 1 player, okay? We're talking, I got the little sparrow that they give you for a pre-order bonus that day one Destiny player. Played the fuck out of it. It was really enjoyable. Then the DLC kicked in, and I didn't have it, nor did I have the wherewithal to buy it as I was between jobs. Unfortunately, in the literal 1 to 2 weeks that I went without getting that DLC, everybody was years, eons ahead of me. And at that point, I kind of stopped playing the game. The real straw that broke the camel's back was when Thorn came out, you know? And you had to go on this gigantic, long quest in order to get it. And I never completed it because I didn't have a party to actually finish the quest with. So I left the game for like a couple of months, came back to it to find a message in my inbox. They gave me my Thorn for free after nerfing it into the absolute fucking dirt. At that point, I told myself, I'm never touching Destiny ever again. Destiny 2 comes out, it's free. I played the intro, I was soaked into its environment, and then I reminded myself why I stopped playing Destiny 1. Like, once you get past the introduction, once you get past the sad music and, you know, all of the good jazz, once the intro actually finishes and the dust settles, you are literally just playing Destiny 1, 2, and the only thing that separates the two is the new DLC that Destiny 2 has. I'm sorry, I cannot, in good faith, play that game ever again. Now, I'll never hold any animosity towards anybody who does play Destiny. It is a video game, please play it. You wouldn't catch me dead with a controller in my hands with the last thing I played being Destiny 2. Anyway, moving on. Jill, kid's looking for you. Oh, shit. Hey. Ah, Norma. You're back. Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. Just thought it was for her. Thank me? Well, first by not letting me drink that whole thing. You didn't let me get home smelling of alcohol. I mean, even though you served me the alcohol... Oh, but when I do it, you get all suspicious. Not now. I kind of faced my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me. And she said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. Or I said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And, well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me it'd be a waste to spend money in a university just for me to not give it my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And, well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right, I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting. So, thank you. Don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late outside. Be careful. Aw, so sweet. Shut up. Hey, Jill, mind helping me here? Sure. Make a bleeding Jane, please. On it. Okay. Blend that shit. And serve. Let's see. That is a bleeding Jane. Okay. Thanks. Hey, Joe. Do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I can see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can I? You're the main character? I don't know. What are you? A cute girl. Right. You okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces there. Yeah, just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand here and serve a beer, please? Sure. You'd think I'd remember the beer recipe by now, but unfortunately, it's a little fuzzy. So is Anna kind of like Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk? Basically, yeah, you could say that. Apparently there's either supposed to be a DLC or a spin-off or something like that called Nirvana in comparison to Valhalla, which is the title of this game, but we have heard neither hide nor hair about that, so hell if I know. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other Valhalla heads that know more about it than I do. Anyway. Thanks. Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? Maybe it'll spook me, but let's try. There! Can't see anything. You sure? Yep. Weird. What? Why is the coffee bot going off right now? Anyway. Nobody expects the Dorothy Inquisition! Dorothy Inquisition, Dorothy Inquisition, Dorothy... Ouch! I did my tongue. Ugh. Can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. Honey! Ah, hey, Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Sure. Fluffy dream on to go. The voices are adorable. I appreciate that because I've been taking quite a bit of a stream hiatus prior to me kind of churning out Valhalla here to actually do a little bit of vocal training. Not just for my higher voices, but for my lower voices. See, there's a lot of people that are most likely going to be watching this stream in, you know, without visual aid, so they'll most likely be hearing it, like if they're on a drive home or if they're studying or something. So I figure if I give each character a unique personality, they'll know who's talking at any given moment. I just hope that it's working. I appreciate it. Anyway. Fluffy dream. Thanks! Oh yeah, before you leave. What? You guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yup. Sure, I'll be here then. Well, I've got things to do, so... You do? Who does what? Sorry, I... sneezed. Weird sneezes. Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe? Take care of Becky, please. Man, she was in a rush. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means. She's gonna buy them from the internet. She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher on hand. Hi, Kina. Thanks so much for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. We are currently playing Valhalla, where we mix drinks and change lives. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Joy. I am a coffee droid that works with a coffee dog and a coffee dragon at a coffee shop known as Starbucks. This cup's on me, and be sure to bring your comfy vibes to bear. All of my mods are asleep, so I will shout you out myself. What were you last seen playing? Makers and crafting? What you doing, stranger? What you making? What you crafting? You can tell me anything. Make the craft. Do the thing. What were you making? Were you making, like, drinks? Were you crafting lives? Anyway. Please. Well, I guess that's it for today. You sure you're fine? I am. Don't worry. Hey, Jill. Mind if I ask a silly question? You've seen my clients. You can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers can get on my nerves, though. Sorry, what did you want to ask? Do you know why they call them cat boomers? I mean, I guess their second set of ears look like a cat's, but the word boomer seems so out of place. Not so much when you consider it's not them, but their parents who were called as such. Oh? Let's go a bit back first. You do know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still a fetus, right? It's called the Yamazaki Romanova treatment. Or was it the Romaneko Yamada treatment? Let's call it the catification procedure. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Moreover, that research had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it at a critical point that could make or break the whole thing. Not to mention Zaibatsu Kore's record of not addressing nanomachine rejection at all. Hi, Kina. What were you doing? I have to know. Tell me what you were doing. I'm being nosy. I have a right to be nosy. You have to tell me what you were doing. I'll find you. I'll find out what you were doing. Anyway. The rest of the research was funded by Maki Stengovich. Or was it Stengovich? Stengovich? Let's call him Stengovich for now. He's a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine rejection. Oh, you built the big Gundam Ariel? I'm gonna need to see that. I'm gonna need to see an ID for those thighs, honey. I'm gonna need to see an ID for that. The Gundam Ariel, that, if it's the kit that I think that you're talking about, that shit is huge. I need to see that. Stengovich funded the research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered it herself and her daughter as test subjects. Of course, the experiment was a success. The girl, Sylvia Stengovich, didn't die. She became the living testament of a scientific breakthrough. But then, the story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized into the media and created a weird fad. I'll slide into your DMs and show you later. Please, thank you so much, I appreciate it. Parents made their unborn children go through the catification procedure, even if they had no ailments at all. All because one particular girl whose life got saved through that treatment became a media darling for a bit. A whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born. And their parents got called cat boomers. A generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like features. The fad quickly passed, but the term remained in use. Eventually, cat boomer just started to be used for people with protrusions instead of their parents. You keep calling them protrusions. Why is that? Because that's what they are. Huh? You didn't think those things on their heads were ears, right? Sure, they can be moved because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles. Why did it take me so long to say that? Thus, they can move like a cat's and react to their mood. But in the end, they're just appendages with no real function. Huh. It still surprises me a bit, though, that the biggest mutation they get after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no eyes and for less intrusive procedures. You really thought that they were functional ears, huh? Let's say I learned quite a bit today. Thank you. Don't worry, I feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. And keep in mind, I'm fucking up the terms. I don't want you saying someone got protrusions because of a catification procedure. I'll keep it in mind. Wait! What? Yeah, the guy's name was Stengovich. Huh? I just remembered Sylvia Stengovich was around my age, and when I was a teen, there were some TV specials featuring her. And I just remembered that I had the biggest crush on her. Now that I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. And did you need to shout just now? Sorry. In any case, I'm out for the day. All right, careful out there. No mistakes? Good job. Flawless service bonus, good commission. All booze and no firecrackers makes Dana a dull girl. True enough. Rent is due in a couple more days. This includes tonight and tomorrow. Or, well, it includes tonight. It's due tomorrow. So, Jill is thinking a lot about Kira Mickey. Buying one of her posters will prevent her from getting too distracted. That's not that deep. You've been talking a lot with that Alma girl. Jealous. That. There we go. So you got the Kira Mickey poster. Check the news. Finally, some updates in Danger You. That bar called Valhalla. Is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Work? Normies are taking over, huh? Everyone is in neat, just like me. Anyway, the place is cool, but the bartender can be a bit of a dick. How so? I've never been there, I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I can take it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems like a bit more of a bro. I see you already had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advances? Nah, I just heard from the distance. So is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat. I just want a place to chill for a bit and meet new people. Can I smoke there? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? Nope. Bummer. Well, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough for me. That is closed. Yep, Jill is so full of herself. Surviving in Glitch City. Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy. Self-deprecating thread? Don't trust in white knights and don't go out after 5 p.m. unless you want to get mugged or murdered. Bring a portable chair everywhere. You'll have to line up for flour, lol. Get used to eat what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand. I've been eating rice with butter for months now, but I guess it could be worse. Don't jinx it, please. I have enough as it is. So coming here was a mistake. Why would you come here anyway? Visiting family, but now I want to take them out. Do it while you can. Yeah, airlines are leaving the city, lol. Soon we won't be able to even escape. Sad face. Can I even get some weed in this crap hole here? Yeah, I just PM'd you a good dealer. Thread closed. Unless I'm mistaken, my grandpa lived here before they turned it into Glitch City. What's that? What's on the news? BTC closing 40% of its bars in Glitch City. Oh yeah, this. Late to the party, augmented eye. Oh yeah, we've known about this since the beginning of the game. Like, what the fuck? Taking forever. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City, and it looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation rates and a weak currency, the BTC has given the order to disband almost half of its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact on our earnings, and we can't continue in the red, a PR representative told the augmented eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the BTC is just too greedy. They make a lot of money already, and now they're crying because they can't have more? Give me a break. Wearing socks with sandals in public is now a crime. I like to say that we have the freedom to wear whatever we want in the streets of Glitch City, so long as we abide by the decency rules, excuse me. However, that's about to change. Glitch City's Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using that abominable combo. What do you think? Should we wear whatever we want? Or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals! Oh my god, thank you. I'm sorry, but if you think socks and sandals is fashionable, I gotta kill you. I have to kill you now. That's just what it is. Birth rates decrease as the youth prefers Lilim Company. Being only with Lilim can be tiring, though. At the beginning of the century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of humans was treated as a joke. But the reality is that the convenience of these kinds of relationships have become immensely popular amongst Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Annie Mae, oh my fucking god, that is not your name. That is not your name. God damn it. Anyway, Annie Mae, a 17-year-old student, agrees with this general sentiment, excuse me. It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know? You can make your own perfect partner. Oh, and sex is amazing. Don't even get me started. It's expected that new regulations will soon be announced to address the situation. Okay, that's enough of the news for today. I gotta focus. 1 second, let me get some sweets in my system really quick. Today's the 29th, so the funds we make today matter the most. Okay. Get ready to start the day. Thursday, December 29th. Good evening. Hey. Okay, so we've almost got everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so, I designate you, Jillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Fine. Give me that list. I'll be back. Sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know that Gil has a crush? What? A client of his. A girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages, and he's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backward, and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up, for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it. That's right. Huh. Alright then, to the office I go. As for me... I guess the OST is fine as it is. Is Reminiscence still on the list? It is. Okay. Sorry, I'm, goodness. Getting my throat ready to start reading. And I'm gonna try and dilate my pupils here really quick so I can go ahead and, you know, actually focus on the words that are on my screen. Roll my neck a little. Okay. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Deal with a crush, huh? This place. Great. Oh, if it isn't... Hey, Jill. Sorry, but is there anywhere that I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss! Stalked woman incoming! The door is open! Go ahead. The door to the left. Thanks. Hello there. Oh, hi there. The other one. That's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Now, where did she... Oh, the hellhole. Perfect. Hey, kid, I have the usual. Right. Huh, he remembered me after 2 weeks. We know what the usual is. Big beer, just how he likes it. Here. This seems right. The paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening, they'd stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations, and I can't afford to be understaffed. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports. I see no difference in my feed, though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but... You do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? A shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless things. Of course I know. Then why not try to rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls, in the non-pleasant way. Saibatsu Core and company have every eye on publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, in the best case scenario, is they'll buy the damn operation and keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Huh. Glad to see this hellhole is still in one piece. The BTC has been going apeshit closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. Yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of drug trafficking ring. And last week they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Huh. Not to mention, there are like hundreds of people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing. Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. And no news outlet talks about that. Alright kid, let's try a moonblast now. Come again? Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time. I don't think I've ever given him a moonblast before, actually. That is a rare occurrence. Alright. Well, I think I can double this one up, so let's do it. Na, 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 na. I didn't blend it. I'm actually... Okay. My brain's not all here. Oh, there we go. Rocks and blend it this time. There we go. There's a pleasant way. I mean, I guess. There was that one time where there was this one guy that demanded I would, like, crush his balls, but... He always said it jokingly, so I always assumed it was jokingly, but When it came out that he actually wanted it to happen, I wasn't sure how to approach that. I don't talk to him anymore, mind you, but I hope he got what he wanted, question mark? Like, I don't know what he meant by that. Here. Now, let's see what the ruckus is about. So? What brought you here? Oh, right. Didn't you see a Lilim coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up. Not really. Did she jump to the roof then? Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really. Just hitting on her. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why though? Are you that bored? Don't you have like a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also hot ass and tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. Oh my god. You know what? I was like literally inches away from saying that I miss this guy, and now I hope he never comes back. God damn it. God damn it. We were so close. Whatever. Anyway. I want to know just how detailed those King Class CH-1A models are. Personally. And so you followed her. I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. You're in front of one. I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have like a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. God damn it! It never ends. In fact, I'm pretty much convinced that she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. So that Lilim isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight or I'll explode. Boy. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver. Right. Lord. Here. Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. The guy left. Oh, all right. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you. Seems you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister is a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos. How nice of you. It's nothing really, and she did hide me, so it was the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Am I giving me something sweet? Sure. Might as well give her something sweet. Now remember, my funds are on the line here, so we gotta pick the highest pricing sweet drink. It's probably gonna end up being a Brandtini. Nope, that's right, a Piano Woman is a sweet drink. Alright. I forgot how heavy on the ingredients this thing is. I wouldn't mind going for one. Piano Woman. Here. Thanks! So, do you know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you. You don't say. Well, not like you'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship. Wait, you are? It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now. Really? We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, but it wouldn't hurt to try. How nice. He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. I see. You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately. Really? Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing. I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me as a bit pretentious, in my opinion. I have many fans doesn't sit so well. I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image for me. Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music? To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but the few things I've heard are really good. And, not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it. So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea? Let me see. Something like tea, something like tea, something like tea. I know we mentioned bitter. Bitter and girly? Yeah, Sunshine Cloud, that was it. Here. Yeah, this works. Hey, you're a King Class Chia, right? That I am. May I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and a DFC-72? We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that, or the resilience of the DT-01Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. I see. So, anything new for this concert? Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those who couldn't go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link. Of course, in return, they sang Your Love is a Drug. Ah. So you know the B-Link girls? Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their onstage personas are. Really? Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot. Really loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Huh, hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something like that. Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once told me, if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. And so they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs. I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. True, I guess. Well, I've gotta go, but let's have a sparkle star first. Alright. Yeah, this is good. No Karma Shrine. We're gonna keep it pretty basic. Here. Sparkling! Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill. Please come again. Will do! Oh, the handsome bartender! Nice to see you! Boss! Gil's back. I'll take my break. Alright. Break time. Hi, Doggo. Thanks so much for the head pats. Your timing couldn't have been way more impeccable. That was great. It couldn't have been any more impeccable, I should say. I'm actually going to seize this opportunity to kind of take yet another swig of ye old drink. I've been keeping my throat busy, so I need to make sure I take care of it. You know, I really do enjoy this game a lot. It's been putting my throat to work, though. Usually when I play games that are dialogue heavy, I kind of tune out halfway through because I just can't keep up with it, but this game is a training mechanism, for real. Like, it's helping me to really read a lot more, and it's making me feel a lot less exhausted, like I'm kind of growing into it. Which is weird. I typically love reading. Like, a lot. I used to clear books in days when I was younger, but reading out loud, I mean, now that's a little bit exhausting, so I fell out of it for a bit, but I'm starting to get that energy back, so I might do more stuff like this. Worst case scenario, I'll probably do more things like this with having other people on set, you know? just having people on with me so that way we can all do like a reading where we kind of pick characters and go along with that. I want to do more of that, but I can never find a group that sticks. And because my schedule is so late in the day, can't really find people that are willing to stay up all night. I'll find that crew eventually, but for now, this is good practice. It's good for vocal training as well. We come back. Note to self, buy oil for that door. Alright then. Gil, you're in my spot. Please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Did Boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that then. Right. Greetings. Ah, Stella. What can I get you? I'll go with a Bleeding Jane today. Pretty sure that's the usual, isn't it? Yeah. Won the hell out of it. Yes, doggo, I hope you're doing well on this, the many of hump days. Here you go. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for Say? I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi. Oh. It's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean. Like, really clean. Gil is the one you can owe that one to. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey, Jill, have you heard of the new gold rush in the city? Gold rush? Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of White Knight suits. I think I heard or read something about that. I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how is it a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... Sorry. After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, bricking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any White Knights still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynching, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So, between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many White Knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, even single pieces of the armor fetch a high price these days. Did anyone see profit from that research to justify those expenses? It's new tech, a whole new field ripe with patents just open for many. So I'd say yes. Huh. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks. I can see how. There is one weird case, though. There's this guy named Jack. He's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique? That guy had a really small unit. 5 people, including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor were heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of henshin heroes. What? They looked really gaudy. Oh, Stella's a Sentai fan? Wait a minute. I gotta tell somebody about this. Hold on a second. I gotta notify someone. Hang on a minute. Let me scroll up and find this real quick. Me pawn this information on off to a friend that I know that would like it. Love that for her. Anyway, moving on. Sorry about that. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not the only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. It's interesting, the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. It also helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. True. Wait. Here's a freebie. A fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. But regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. I guess even Zaibatsu Corps has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corps because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. It's a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city trying to use product placement. There we go. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in for lots of trouble. And let's not start with the theme parks or the like. Those are dystopias of their own. Then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just the front that whatever council behind Zaibatsu Corps chose. He makes a fool of himself, and the intention is taken away from whatever it is that the Zaibatsu Corps is actually to. So he's being an asshole on purpose? What? I had to take a shot for that one. You know what? That makes sense. Quincy being an actual fucking idiot on purpose to divert attention from the higher corporations is a gigabrain strategy. What? Because the public eye is not going to really pay attention to that shit. They're going to look at the news and go, oh, that doggone Quincy. Oh, that dumbass Quincy, that bastard Quincy. Quincy this, Quincy that, but never Zaibatsu Corps. That makes so much sense. That's crazy. Damn it, Quincy. You were so stupid, you looped right back around to being smart. I can't believe you. Anyway. Yeah. So what you were saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park? I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. Huh. No, seriously. Hen what? Ahem. Can I get a Brandtini here, please? Sure. She doesn't want to say what it is. She doesn't want to say what it is, and it makes me so upset. Jill, why are you so lame? Here. Thanks. So, I take it you're in a good mood today. Does it show? A bit. Yeah? Well. I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kira and Mickey Encore concert. Nice! Oh, right! As it turns out, she was just here. Again? Sorry. Again? I can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being nice in person were actually true? Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life, but having such backing to that claim, to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? In fact, many think that's what made her so famous so quickly. How she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for. I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although to be honest, I've never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care much. Oh, this music is too somber, hold on. Yeah, this is good. Being a nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he has actually managed to get certain contracts over other, more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Sounds like good advice. More importantly, Daddy? Ahem. Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. I see. I wonder if I could get in the disabled line with Say in her wounds. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it, and we shouldn't abuse that. Hey, can you give me a classic drink? Sure. Okay, so this is where the game tests your knowledge. There's a difference between classic and classy, and the difference is literally the 2 letters at the end. I almost made the mistake the last time of giving somebody a classic drink when they asked for a classy one. Thankfully, chat was quick on that. Thanks, chat. I appreciate you guys. Stop fucking backseating, but I appreciate you guys. All right, let's say. I guess it's between a beer and a Bleeding Jane, but since we've already given her a Bleeding Jane, let's give her a beer. Beer. Here. Thank you. Do you have many servants around the house, Stella? I do, but they've been with us for so long, they're pretty much family. My dad has always said that if you earn someone's trust, they'll gleefully work for you and everyone wins. We even had a young gardener that left to study engineering, and he actually came back. He still comes by every weekend to tend to the plants. Man, that sounds nice. Let me know if you're ever in need of a job. I might find you something. Thanks for the offer. Wait. I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but that would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. Wait, it's not? That's their tech! What do you mean it's not patented? What? Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. A patent would be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside one of those units. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using the suits that are by all means illegal? So you mean to tell me that in a moment, if the OS shuts down, you can get fucking William Aftoned? Are you kidding me? The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it, though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. And this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious, though. Have you ever covered any fuck-ups by using that money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point in our lives. Well, Jill, I gotta go. Always a pleasure. Please come again. Ah, Alma. No, hello? You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy. Something I will fight to uphold. First the greeting star, then saying please and thanks stops. And before you know it, boom! Total anarchy. You're exaggerating. Am not. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me this time. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this and nothing more." You overdid it. You totally overdid it. Quoth the bartender, "I did not." "So, you like poetry?" "I ain't had a phase. Can I get you something?" "Let's start with a big cobalt velvet." That was fucking hilarious. I was trying so hard not to break down laughing. That was so funny. Literally just clears throat. Are you prepared for Edgar Allan Poe today? Like, that's so funny. Rocks. Oh, shit. It needs to be big. There we go. Here. Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bells? Ugh. Wow, you went pale. No, the name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd. Today, my daily card readings told me that I'd meet great change thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I'd been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at, mentions of being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill. I made sure to delete that blog. No evidence should be left. I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all that stuff archived. Why? Why? Sheesh, relax. It's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill. Relax. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? Gods, no! I gave up on the whole occult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is... Ugh. I don't know. I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with the rare accessory popping out thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. So you have a pick. Oh God, you have a fucking pick. Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out the sins of my past? I was bored. Last Friday, I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. I just use a search engine, you know? I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to this page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You were obsessed with occultism. I wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kind of almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths of old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and now they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I have to ask though, why the 69? It was supposed to be a 6'9", not 69. Like, in reference to both the lovers and the hermit. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Jill, there's nobody that would read 6'9". I was 12 at the time! Even at 12, I fucking knew what a 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? You have no idea? Well, let's sweeten things up a bit. I'll have a sugar rush. Sure. You know, aside from maybe Donovan, I feel like I've given every patron that's come in here at least one sugar rush. We'll give her Karma Trine. It's fucking Alma. She'll be alright. Here. This is the thing. Say, Alma, Speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's sudden. You dug through my past, I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine, fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing. Yup. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I describe as such, that I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight, and me just saying, keep the fucker. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit, and before you know it... Anyways. The other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but wanted to get married after only half a year or so of knowing him. And then there's Richard. Who? I spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well. We had some awesome chemistry. I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. He didn't? Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even for just a little bit, that he'd change his mind maybe. But as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. And at one point, I just had to break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will ya? Oh my god, I did that so fucking fast, what? I just put my brain in autopilot. Okay, beer, here you go. There you go. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Don't mention it. Okay, one more question and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed of that blog, aren't you? Sure, ask away. At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? Jill, I love you and I know you're saying that in jest, but I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, in honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real and they're spectacular. Now ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one and only one chance to call me by my full name as compensation then. I gladly take your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping, because my real question was, why did you get your hands chopped? Chopped. Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first is that I spent lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh. There's other utilities, like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's this tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. There's lots more, but they're small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. How did your family take the operation? They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands. Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. A bit of cosmetic treatment and it could pass off as her original hand with no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. And you didn't tell your mom about that? I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So, are we cool now? Are we even now? Are we? You were pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry. It sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about that. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once. Now you don't. Huh? Why? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance and only one chance, and you just used it up. Damn it. Surprise. Hey, Alma. This might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey! Not particularly, no. Although there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then acted as a collective hive mind through residual brain waves. The result would basically be an image, not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in such a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like brain waves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still, an interesting read, though. I see. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault that you convince yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow. See ya. All done? I am. What about you, Gil? For some reason, the idle girl left him like that, it seems. You think? Might have been while he was out. True. Hey, boss. You're a fan of wrestling, right? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am, yeah. Why? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade what? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but... No, seriously, 8th grade what? But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show, and it just so happens to use fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Didn't think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble. Oh, wait, what? Give me here, fuckboy! Fuckboy! Ah! 8th grade what? Who would have thought we'd get a bona fide idol in the bar? Wow, we made great sales today. Holy shit. No mistakes, great tips. We did it! We beat the rent allegations with only $2,000 to spare. Oh, jeez. Okay. I got 2 achievements. Make Jill feel like an adult, which is, making sure that everything, she gets all of her bills taken care of. As well as not making sure that I don't skimp out on any of her, not making her lose concentration, basically. Jill will have a roof on her head for another month. This sense of relief will make sure she focuses at work. We have a roof over our heads for another month. Time to check the news. New Lilim regulations. Oh shit, this is a follow-up from yesterday, okay. The current regulations preventing Lilim from looking too human have been working well so far, but Glitch City's government is planning to create even more new laws, so as to enforce robot-like features among the Lilim in a bid to reduce identity theft. Glitch City, the first nation to adopt the current standard in artificial intelligence and robotics, was the first to allow robots into normal society, quickly giving them necessary rights so as to sustain a long-term experiment about their role in human evolution. Unfortunately, the first year saw numerous reports of identity theft, resulting in the need for more stringent methods. Okay. Yeah. Go figure. Who couldn't have seen that coming? It is unknown what kind of laws we'll have in the future regarding their existence. After the Great Earthquake, salvage agents are the new rage. In Australia? Australia is a tad more complicated than that. The Great Earthquake that sank large portions of the world 5 years ago also created a new profession: salvage agents. Summer Aki is one of these salvagers, and she shares her experience with the Augmented Eye. Seeing big cities like Tokyo and places like Caracas several kilometers below the ocean's surface, that's something that gets to you, you know? Millions lived there before the Great Earthquake, and it's on me to retrieve their memories, their lives. Aki is now working to retrieve items from a facility in the Tanegashima Island in Japan. Interesting. Grand Slam Fighter. Oh, we finally get to see the results. Grand Slam Fighters crowns a new heavyweight champion. Glitch City's most popular pro wrestling promotion crowned a new heavyweight champion yesterday, with Great Yusuke taking the gold from fellow Japanese wrestler Justin Liger. After previous champion 66 American Kid was forced to relinquish the title due to a head injury, GSF decided to hold a tournament to find a new title award holder. The match ended after an epic 30-minute bout, with Giant Yusuke applying a massive German suplex for the 3 count. During an interview with AE, Giant Yusuke told us through a translator that he's waiting for a 66 American Kid to recover. I won't rest until I beat him clean. I have to admire his tenacity. Kira blog. Valhalla. Oh, she wrote about us. The name VA-11 Hall-A, Valhalla. The name sounds silly and a bit hard to pronounce. Good thing it's actually called Valhalla. The funny numbers and letters are just the code. Goodness. Okay. Anyway, I visited this cute and small bar downtown twice after getting lost for a bit. I think the area was called Neon District. At first it was a bit scary because I forgot my way back, but once I got in there, I felt really safe and at home. The bartenders are a bunch of sweethearts, and the boss was such a class act. I even took a photo with her and sent a video to her little sister. I look forward to visiting again. The drinks were very tasty, even though they weren't made of real alcohol. Oh boy, she's gonna bring so much of a hot spot here. All right. Here we go. Go to work. Today's the 30th, the rent has been paid. Nothing to worry about. Friday, December 30th. Good evening. Gil, are you humming Shine Spark? Ah, hey Jill. You okay? You in love maybe? Nothing of the sort, I'm fine. Right. No, seriously. Did you fuck? Men only get so happy after they fucked. That's not... Oh my god, you totally fucked. Was it Alma? Did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? No, I didn't. In any case, congratulations! I haven't seen you this happy since, well, never. Today's escapades will bring us to a familiar place and... Shit. Gil, I'm out. I'm gonna... Not so fast, flat bartender, if that is your real name. Last time my viewership hit a weird peak while I was passed out. So I'm here to find out what made people so interested. Huh? Do I have something in my face? This guy totally fucked. No doubt about it. That gleam in his eyes is unmistakable. Whatever. Just keep it down. Ah, Jill, you're here. Isn't that the passed out girl from 2 weeks ago? I'm not here. Oh, sorry. I'll be back in my office then. Anyway, time to start the day. What the fuck? What the fuck? Anyway, welcome. Today is a day we started off with a new brand of energy. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Let's get it. You're too happy and you are too mopey. What happened? I was right. Huh? That Laura girl was head over heels for him. I was right on the money. Say, that girl. I'm not here. Sorry. Isn't she the one that passed out last time? Anyways, Betty was right, and that deserves a beer. And you? I'm fine. Looks like Betty won the bet. I am funny. Here. Woo! So the girl was actually infatuated with him? You should have seen her, screaming at the top of her lungs that she liked him. And him just standing there thinking. Just like that. In retrospect, it was a tad too cliched for my taste. Ugh. Still, I knew she liked him. I was right. I was right. He doesn't seem particularly happy. He never is. Unlike your coworker. Holy shit, did he fuck? You're making it too obvious, Gil. How? That beaming face is unmistakable. The face of a guy that got some and enjoyed every moment. Back to Deal, though. Like I said, he seems lost in thought. Victories like these are few and far between. Let me enjoy myself. Can I get something non-alcoholic here? That's not how you drown your sorrows, piece of scrap. I'll have a bloom light. Okay. Damn, she just chugged that beer and is now asking for a bloom light? She's clearly very much feeling herself right now, and I can't blame her. Now, something non-alcoholic. I'll get him something sweet. Yeah, non-alcoholic. Easy. Sugar rush. Actually, I'm not thinking. I need something with optional Karmatrine that's more than 150. So let's take it from the top. What's more than 150 with optional Karmo? Okay, let me write this one down here real quick. Blue Fairy is 170. I don't need to write it down, I can just remember. Blue Fairy is 170, so we'll keep that. Burning. Fluffy Dream is also 170. Gut Punch is 80? No. 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 Yeah, and Zenstar is 4 of each ingredient, so that would include Carmo. Blue Fairy is our best bet. Here. Thanks. Same. Celebrate all you want, but I'm freaking out here. I know nothing about relationships. I have no idea what to do. Well, for starters, what do you think, Jill? Me? Her? Betty, I've seen a few of her relationships. Remember? Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita, Monica, Erica, Tina, Mary, and Jessica. Or should I say, didn't share the bed sheets, snores like a pig, cold feet, shampoo waster, chocolate addict, too religious, fan of the rugby team, teetotaler, excuse me, and chews with the mouth open. What do you think, Jill? That you must be quite the heartbreaker to have so many relationships in such a short period of time. What the fuck? Like, seriously, what the hell? Sometimes you gotta look past those things, you know? I mean, about piece of scrap situation. And thank you. I'm not the right person for this. Gil? He's still on fucking Cloud 9. Or is it fucking in Cloud 9? What about... Sneaky Sneaky? I'll be damned, she actually hides pretty well. Ugh. For starters, how do you feel about her? I don't know. I don't know her that well. You could start there. Ask her out sometime, get to know her, maybe she'll change your mind, and maybe you'll change yours. In the end, you lose nothing by... What? I'm just realizing I'm giving love advice to a Lilim, so I don't know how well it applies to you. These things are humans and all but organs nowadays anyways. Even if that's the case, it's interesting that she felt that way towards him. Why wouldn't she? This fella's a good catch, if I do say so myself. And like I said, humans and all but organs. You've surely encountered Lilim that you sometimes forget are not humans. Well, We live in weird times, but hey, that only makes them more interesting. It's odd going to other cities and not seeing the same integration of Lilim, though. Well, Glitch City is pretty much the cradle of social experiments involving Lilim integration, so... Anyway. Just try to get to know her. You'll find out how you feel afterwards. Yeah, I think I'll try that. It's quite the uninspired advice, if you ask me. Anything else? Let's commemorate the occasion with a piano man and a piano woman. Wow, one of each, huh? Pretty hearty drinks you got there. All right. Oh my god, I almost overdid it. Okay. Rocks, mix, boom. Piano man. Piano woman. Here. And now we reach a stalemate. I'd normally take the piano man, but I feel like there's a symbolic value in taking the woman. Why order like that then? I hate Laura. You what? She's gonna take you away from me. You're my piece of scrap, not hers. You're mine. Mine! Betty, you don't own me. Besides, I can't for the life of me leave you alone. I feel like the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll just crash. That's not a laughing matter. You need to make sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know? Besides, it's not like I have something with her yet. You're right. So you won't leave me? I'd worried myself sick if I left you to your own devices, honestly. We should leave now. Oh yeah! We're holding a small New Year's party tomorrow. I don't know if you want to come. Welcome! Are you sure? We will! Fine. We'll be here, Jill. Anyway, see you then. Bye, Bill! Please, come again. Party? I'd love to go! But I told everyone that tomorrow I'd end the year with a party myself, so... Sorry. I totally forgot she was already here. Man, that was such bliss. Still, I can see how traffic spiked. Things can get fun here. And just like that, just like the last time, I need to show my viewers something fun. Give me something nasty. So, as usual, when people ask for something nasty, it usually refers to the promo drinks. So literally any one of these will work, but we're probably gonna go for the most expensive one. The Zen Star is the winner. Oh shit, I missed one. Rocks, mix, Zen Star. Here. This is the... Hold on. It was nasty, alright. And now, it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice. Huh? It's the second time I'm here, so it's only natural that you get your own copy of my theme song. No, thank you. Don't be shy, let me give you one. I mean it. No, thank you. Well, too late. It's already in your player. That can't... How in the ever-living fuck did you do it? Magic! That's bullshit. Video editing magic. Did you just hack into the music player? Let's move on, shall we? Ugh. Yeah, whatever. Hey, weren't there dogs? Last time you talked about this place like it was zany heaven of sorts, but I see the same shit. Seriously, no decorations or anything of the like? Good question. Where are the dogs? I either haven't paid enough attention to their arrival or they haven't come. Idols, newspaper managers, talking dogs, and yet this is the same old bar as last time. I might sue you for fake advertising, you know? But I think about it, maybe boss just donated money to this Sierra thing. And then tricked the dog into coming here as a part-timer for kicks. Oh well. Anything interesting lately? I mean, it's not like I miss them, but they should at least show their faces. Hello? Sorry, what'd you say? I was asking if there were any new stories. This is not a newspaper, you know. Nor is it a crazy stories on demand streaming service. That's a big fat lie, and you know it. Shut up. But I said nothing. I meant... So shut that idea up. Yeah, that. I won't! Last time I came here, the viewership peaked for some reason, and I gotta find out why. Maybe Pretty Boy over there can tell us the story of who he fucked. He's so distracted, he won't even make a retort. Amazing. I guess there's something worth saying, but... Then I want to hear it! Well, Kira and Mickey came yesterday again. You're shitting me. You expect me to believe she came all the way here again? Do you even have proof like the glass from last time? Well, if I may interject. You've been listening, boss? The walls are pretty thin. Oh. Anyway, she did. I even took a pic with her. She did what? Let's see. Why? I try to make an appointment with her and she's always busy. But you sit there and she just comes waltzing over? It's not fair. Honey, goodness, this bitch is so stupid. Anyway, hey, if I knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I shared my secrets. But I was just as baffled as you are right now. Yeah, but I bet you're not even that much of a fan anyway, are you? You're not wrong. Can you at least tell me how nice she was as a client? Very graceful client, much like last time. A really nice girl. I'm gonna give you my number. If she ever comes back, you let me know, you hear? I'm not gonna let you keep her to yourself. I really doubt she'll come back again, though. She already came twice. I'm not taking any chances. I need something to drown this anger with. Give me something girly, would ya? I swear to God, I hate streamers so much. I hate streamers so much, and I hate VTubers included. I swear to God, every VTuber to ever exist has always been such a pain in my ass. I hate VTubers so much, and VTubing is such a mistake. I hate them all. I hate every single Oh, but I love you guys, though. You guys are always such a bundle of joy. I love you guys all the time. You guys are great. $170. Okay, either one of these would work. Moonblast, that's what we'll do. But yeah, no. It's funny because, like, I'd honestly trust a VTuber more with streamer content than I would with, like, just your regular average public Twitch streamer. Because anything and everything can happen. If it's not them, it's definitely the fans. And it's like, people get a kick out of that, but I would honestly shit myself if somebody redeemed some crazy shit while I was in public. Like, I'll never let that happen to me. Anyway, I gotta blend this blast. Here. Phew. Let's just chill a bit. Still not fair. You know, you're boring today. You're not chatting that much, nor are you doing anything funny. Maybe the whole peak viewership thing is just you. Yeah? Maybe this bar and me both had nothing to do with the spike. Maybe you were just that good. Are you hitting on me? Am not. In fact, I'm kind of trying to get you to leave. Pronto. Don't be so hard on the girl. She's fun. Another nuisance shows up. Ah, Joe hates me! It's not hate, it's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again. Boring. Hey, you're curious, right? I'm a fuckboy's partner. You wanna know who it was? Do you know? Maybe, maybe not. That maybe not settles it then. I'm not taking any chances. Oh, come on! Bartender. You're making a lot of faces there. It's nothing, really. Did the two bartenders break or something? Should I call the manager? Tech support? Hey, Joe. Inner and outer voice, remember? Fuck. What? Who fucked? Aside from that guy, I mean. Say. You're oddly calm today. Well, I've been getting more sleep lately. That way I don't feel like if I stop speaking, I'll die. Crash is one hell of a drug. And wouldn't you know? I actually can make it a premium time if I go commando. Huh? But come on! Getting bored out of my ass here. Do something. I'm not a dog. You can't just ask me to roll over, you know. Mind if I entertain you a bit then? Boss? You and Gil take a break. I'll entertain the missy here. Alright. Jill. By that I meant take Gil with you. I don't want him humming to the middle of the road and into a truck's grill. Grilled Gil. Right. Alright, Gil, come with me. Huh? Oh, thank God. I don't get how people like streaming Chan. She is quite literally the most insufferable person, but maybe it's not me to understand. Maybe people just like insufferable people. I don't know. That being said, reminds me too much of public streamers and their crazy antics, getting other people in trouble, getting themselves in trouble. Like, for what? A couple of dollary dues? I mean, I guess it works for people like I Show Speed, though. I guess even dumbasses can get paid for being dumbasses. You know what? I'm renouncing my VTuber title. I'm gonna be a public dumbass. Give me $5,000 right now. We come back. Want one? No thanks, I don't smoke. You know what? I'll take the bit. Thank you, doggo. That's $5,000 to me. I'll take the bit. Absolutely. Alright. Gotta text some mama. Boss! Alma and Gil didn't fuck. Well, that's a bummer. She is sending congratulations your way, though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. You know, I've never seen these two talk like this before. I am interested. One moment. Let me finish chewing this real quick, and we're gonna go through this dialogue shotgunning it. Let's see. Okay. Concentrate a little bit. I see you out there, Doom, with the watermelon, fucking hard cider watermelon hard cider. I'm gonna need that. Watermelon and apples? That sounds really good. You're holding out on me. Anyway. So, who was the lucky girl? So it was a guy? Never thought you swung that way. It wasn't a guy. So it was a girl, and you did fuck. I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know. You don't make things easy for me, though. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself. You're talkative, as long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I know to get through to you. You make me sound like some weird loner. You are a weird loner. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you! Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much, though? Well, after that idol girl came yesterday again, I looked up her discography and can't stop humming or listening to them. Right. Oh god, you didn't fuck the idol girl, did you? No. Why would that be a problem, though? I don't know, it just feels weird. Well, that's that for the break. Let's go back. Right. Oh, and Gil? Keep in mind what I said about opening up more. I mean it. That way we won't tease you so often. Listening to you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've heard this year. Shut up. I wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. You know, it seems a lot of people find Gil attractive, but to be fair, so do I. It's not that bad of a looker, even if he is kind of a loner. All right, let's take a look here. She actually did put it in here. Are you fucking with me? You know, maybe it's the percussion, but it is a pretty catchy jaunt. Gil is hot as fuck? Yeah, dog. No, I swear. Okay, that's about it. And that's that. Back. What are you two doing back there? Fucking. Oh, so just chatting then. Holy crap, did you two really fuck? John has the face of a man who's fucked to death recently. See, Gil? You're making it too obvious. How? What will you have today? I'll have a gut punch. Coming right... Huh? What? Nothing. Dorothy wants a fucking gut punch? Pretty sure this Gil, I'm pretty sure this drink is stronger than she is. What? That's so odd. Joy in the best game? I'm in paradise? Yeah, no, I've been kind of going ham on this game. This is our 7th stream of this. It's been really fun, and I'm going to be archiving it all on YouTube so that way people can watch it in a playlist. Here. Stop looking at me like that. Sorry. Are you okay? It's weird for you to order something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Did you know Lilim tongues are designed to identify food using the chemical components? Our tongues were designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and bitter, just like you guys. I checked my personal specs, and apparently, my sensitivity is set to 1.2235 times. That makes me hate those flavors, because I feel them harder. Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I said I wasn't interested, but why? Well, after last time, I got curious and started checking how my systems work in detail. The drink is stronger than her. I mean, she orders sweet drinks on a regular basis, so it's like her ordering a gut punch? I feel like I'm talking to somebody else right now. What the fuck? For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations, you can make a seismograph with them. Huh. And checking that, I found that it's all based on how humans work. And that got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And after all those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know, looking up all that suddenly made me feel real. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I feel like I'm right here now. Glad to hear that. Alright then, let's try something sweet now. Now that's the Dorothy I'm used to seeing. That's the Dorothy I know and love. We'll give her a blue fairy. Here. Ah, nice. To be honest, it's a bit surreal for me. What? I'm here talking to you, and you're answering like any human would. You're even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid and usually tried to strike conversations with AIs. After a bit, they just start looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same things over and over again. Oh my god, the Chatsy days. Chatsy? No, what was it called again? God, what am I thinking of? It's like a chat bot. It's not Chatsy, but I wanted to say it was Chatsy. Oh god. There's like a chat bot that you could talk to, but then they used to be able to use it for Discord bots, but then they actually started charging people for the API. Anyway, moving on. It always made me crash back into reality. When I think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you right here and right now, it's amazing. I don't know, it makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamt of. It helps when I feel particularly cynical. Aw, you flatter me. Besides, I've always thought about humans like nature's Lilith. The method might have been different, but we too evolved from a more simpler form ages ago. If Lilith managed to create biological life years from now, it will have all come full circle. So what should I take from this is... You love me? Don't overdo it. Anything else? Let's go with a sugar rush. Simple enough. It's impossible to fuck up a sugar rush. Boom, boom, bam, done. Pow. Sugar rush. Here. Even in doubt, my love for these is real. How romantic. So I take it the solipsis problem got solved? Yep. All the reality crisis started the other day. My guardian, call her mom, nobody's judging you. Mom decided to meet with the mother of her daughter's girlfriend. It was a very emotional meeting. They both said they felt like they closed a long chapter. I was moved, but that's when it set in. Why was I moved? I've never met any of them, so where do these feelings come from? Why do I feel things? Do I really feel them? What tells me someone else isn't pressing a button to make me feel that? What tells me I'm in my body? What is real? Boom! Oh, don't worry, by the way. I'm fine. Thank God, it's unnatural to see you down like that. Man, that Go-Go is a blast. Don't you feel like talking a bit more with Dee Dee? Dee Dee is too much of a prick and Go-Go is tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders. Aw, fuck. Well, I tried. Jill, I'll be in my office. Cute little girl Lilim! Cam girl! Oh, fiddlesticks! What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service. Do you come here often? Are you hitting on me? Oh my God, that's my golden line comes from that. Do you come here often? Or do you save that for the bedroom? Haha! Anyway. Hey Dorothy, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Do you want to participate? Sure, sounds like fun. Okay, let's take a recommendation from you. What should I drink next? Try the Sugar Rush. Bartender, a Sugar Rush over here. Bartender! Sorry, what? Sugar Rush, please. Right. Again, it's impossible to fuck these up. It's gonna get to a point where I'm gonna start making these out of the corner of my fucking mind. Here. Good choice, Dorothy. Yay! So, what are you doing in my turf? Streaming Chan. Yes? No, I mean, that's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, that's not really my name. What's your real name, then? Behind Streaming Chan's awesome mask lies the humble Nicole Chen. Humble. Why not call yourself Streaming Chen? It's funny that you mention it. You see, when I started calling myself Nico Chen, are you fucking kidding me? Stop that! No! Oh my God! I changed websites, so the name felt a bit out of place. Thus, I became Streaming Chen. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming Chan, though, so I just went along with it. Oh yeah, I get it. At one point, I was gonna call myself Dolores Hayes, but then I realized the name was as subtle as a brick to the face. Anyway, I'm here because the last time I came, I ended up with a greater viewer numbers than usual. And so I wanted to treat my loyal audience again. Ooh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Honey here might seem a bit harsh, but you just need to crack her shell. Shut up. See? You just need to say the right thing at the right time and she becomes a sweetheart. Quiet, you. Don't play hard to get, you know it's true. Hey, stream girl. That's me. I'll regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been this long without some advertisement. I have, but you see, the contract with them is expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whatever, had to make a new one. He was gonna send the draft to his lawyer, as it had a couple of additions, but, let's say he got too excited with my VR model and the contract became unreadable. Ugh. Oh, so he used the contract to... Yep. He got into a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his penis. I just read that sentence. And I did that. I did that with both of my lips. I mean, you'd expect certain principles to be upheld even in the adult VR industry. I reported him and he got fired, but now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over his dick are punishment enough. Again, you're making me say these things out loud. But I mean, why the contract? I don't mind it if he jacked off to an image of me, but the contract? That's money that you're soiling right there. I would have gone back on the deal were it not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people, seriously. Ah, dick paper cuts. I have done enough crazed teacher fantasies to know how they can be a problem. I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. That said, Gil's been grimacing for a full minute now. Don't, mind me. Huh. But you know, I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers? My treat. All right. 2 big beers, honey. 2 big beers. Okay, here we go. Let me give myself a good stretch in before I do this, because... Ah, goodness. There we go. All right, here goes. One big beer. Actually, that was fine as it was. Two beers. Here. Cheers! Cheers! All right! I'm not feeling my tongue or my feet. Time to get lewd. Did I hear lewd? Do you have any stories? This will be a treat for non-premium users. I once met a guy that insisted on doing it in a jacuzzi. He didn't mind being in premium time, so I started setting up the cameras. And man, was it a challenge. I wasn't just gonna stream over the water, I wanted some underwater action too. What did you do with the bubbles and all? That was the least of the problems. We just turned the jets off. But not only did I have to make a makeshift underwater cover, I also had to keep in mind the heat. Heat isn't good with cameras. Did you try chilling the cam a bit and putting in a bag with some filling? We made something more convoluted. We took a small cooler, opened a hole for the lens, and sealed it with plastic. I made sure things looked good through the cam and started recording. Threw in some cooling packs and sealed the fuck out of the cooler. Did it need any weight? Yup, luckily the guy was into bodybuilding, so we used some old dumbbells. He was also ripped as fuck, but that's another story. It was all success, but it's also the last time I have sex in a jacuzzi. Blood rushing, hot water, I felt like I was dying midway through it. Thank God he decided to resume the action out of the water midway through it, or else I surely would have died. At least the guy didn't burn himself. What do you mean? Last time I had sex in a jacuzzi, my body got so hot, the guy almost burned his dick. I consider investing in a cooling system, but it's so situational and expensive that I'll pass. Besides, those cooling systems require too much maintenance. Wait! I think I should leave, but care to join me in escapades for the rest of the night? Can I plug my services at the end of the night? Sure! Then count me in. I've got the perfect stories. Let us be on our way then. Goodbye, bartender. Bye, honey. Well, let's start the story. You see, there was this mega Santa. Wait, seriously? They left. A pair made in hell. At least they look like they're having fun. The method of filming underwater sounded convoluted as fuck, though. But I guess it's hard to keep a cool head when you're horny. We're done, boss. Man, don't you just feel great? Were we in the same place? Here, Jill. What's this? A bonus. Today I got a taste of the kind of clients you deal with, and keep it up. Well, tomorrow's the big day, so get ready. That goes for both of you. Either I'm getting old or that girl was too much even for me. No mistakes. Pretty big bonus, actually. Not bad. You have no new notifications or reminders. Happy New Year. May all your wishes come true in a new, bountiful year filled with health and joy. I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. Thanks. No news. Like, at all. Nothing from Danger You. Oh, wait. There is some Danger You stuff, isn't there? Thank you. Admin Chris. We wanted to stop the epic memeing for a while just to say thank you. Big thanks to each and everyone who bought this game, rather. Thank you for reaching up to this point. Thank you for all your tweeting, all your questioning through Tumblr, all the emails, etc., etc. Even though we couldn't answer every single thing, we can't stress how much we appreciate all the messages we got. Thank you all very much. The road was rocky, things weren't as smooth as we had hoped around the end of development. We even had some people actively trying to sabotage our work, but like Big Match John, we beat the odds and kicked out at 2. Thanks for reading through all my nonsense. Hope it wasn't too heavy-handed. Let's fill the world with badass cuties. This thread is closed. The augmented eye is down for maintenance. Sorry for the inconvenience. Nothing updating in the blog. I guess this really is it. Okay. Saturday, December 31st. Well, let's see. Gil's in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Are you alright? Scared. Gabby will show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. Drink something. Maybe that'll cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one. A reward for after everything's said and done. Gotta go. You can do it. Right. Everything's fine. I've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello? Gabby. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Hey! You first. No, well... Some days ago, I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter? It's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know, I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Sorry. Just Just that? Yep. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite just thinking about it. And after all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years of not talking to her, she sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things. She just says, sorry? Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Ah, now I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I just remembered all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day. And you were pissed about the lack of a 3. Or that time you left an unopened beer bottle on the table and she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the right to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently, she suffered that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum. Shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot even left a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark. And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. Huh? I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given her a chance to the Research Institute thing back then? And the amount of just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with her. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Jill. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though. If she only... So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is to try and lighten up, even if it's for only a moment. I need to ask, though. Did she really start to complain about chest pains shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually just too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you even left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. God, they even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and a part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that. Sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know? We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either, so... let's just call all that water under the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. So, how did you find me, exactly? Huh? Well, have you heard of a message board called Danger U? I have, yeah. Well, truth is I visit it from time to time. And the other day, I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad. More like dumbfounded. Hey, Jill. Can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then, I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, started talking about marriage and... You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't gonna let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time, but like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her. And that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She had took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we had gotten married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it without thinking what was best for me. What about my freedom, my say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore. No! I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much. But you have to understand, I didn't want to wake up 40 years old, working at a job I hated. Just had a routine, getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led to you two fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. Huh? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her in the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the better of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Lenore. We are quite the hotheads. You, me, my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. Why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid. Dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know? Not that it makes things any easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear. You and my sis were meant for one another. You both moved on after all that, but neither of you had the courage to go back and say that you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself over the past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time. We were always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Huh? Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. The same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So, let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Impossible to fuck up. And it makes everybody happy. Grab this for a sec. Okay. Lenora, I know you're watching from the beyond right now, as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make you rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey! Want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me. Say it to her. That's a bit... Come on. Just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis. You idiot! Why did you keep that secret for so long, you idiot? You idiot! Oh, fuck, my scroll wheel. I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough, you idiotic idiot? Ah. Hey, Jill. Promise me you won't be like that knucklehead. That you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. I can't do that. You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later, we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and we'll talk it over like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it. You've always been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said? That you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I know I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Chill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Oh, right! For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers! So, about this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're an adult. You might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. Right. Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked really funny, and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah. But did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well, I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. As a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad days later. She said, "So do you like eating me for lunch?" Jill? I'll tell you when you're older. That is such a... Oh my fucking god, that's so good. Or never at all. Hey Gabby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Claire's, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Claire knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course. How would she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Claire doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be show-denied. I live nearby, and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough. At least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep, he opened a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand? I think he got into a partnership with a friend in the Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, "I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark 1 for daddy!" I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Dad said his sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled as Sweet Victory. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society and her circle of friends. A lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm still on my sis' side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth it more than her daughter. How did she react to her death? Dunno. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since August, I think. Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't shown up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Huh? I thought there was gonna be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? Small New Year's celebration. Wanna stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. You in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey, Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce you to. Cyberpunk bartender action. Valhalla. can't believe this shit. We did it. Oh my god. Making amends is so hard. This game is so powerful. I love this. Oh my god. This is the times where I wish my crying emoji worked. Oh lord. Oh, the music is phenomenal. The atmosphere is phenomenal. The characters are so well written. Even if we don't get to see too much of them, we get to see enough of them. Ah. Man, I'm losing my mind over this. Brings a tear to my eye. Thanks for the hydrate. I'm drowning myself right now. Yeah, like, even Donovan... Well, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't think Donovan was, Look, Donovan is a memorable character. I didn't say he was a good one, but he is definitely a memorable character. Keep that in mind. I regret not playing this game when it dropped, but sometimes I wish I had. The one thing that's really hitting me the hardest here is just... There's somebody that I need to make amends with. I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to do it, but this game is giving me the confidence to at least try before it's too late. If there's any way, somehow, that I can at least just open up, be the bigger person, and admit that I was the dumbass and everything, I want to do that. Not because I feel like I have to, not because I feel like it's something that's, you know, that I'm duty bound, but because I genuinely was at fault. So if I can at least get that chance, even if they don't forgive me, I at least want that chance. Hell, they could tell me to go fuck myself, they could tell me to go kill myself, I don't care. I just want to at least have the chance to make amends. Did you have fun? Yeah. Yep. I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you, though? She is that kind of person. Now, let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. Are you gonna do another playthrough? Potentially. I'm not sure if there's things like alternate endings, but I know I did make a mistake on one of my orders, so I might go back for a perfect run. However, if you do want to catch the entire stream, like the entire series of streams, by all means, check out my YouTube. I will be uploading this, as well as the rest of the parts I haven't uploaded yet, and compiling them into a playlist. That way you'll get the journey from beginning to end. Good night. Gracias, Peluche. There's alternate dialogue if you load people up with alcohol. Interesting. Okay. I'll have to look into it, but for now, I'm gonna close this chapter here, because there's still some things I need to do. Oh, is this one of those games where I get stuck on the... Oh, never mind. I lied. Saturday, February 25th. I can't believe you actually made me do that sleepover thing. You didn't have to accept, you know. Shut up. I'm having a good time. See? Even Gabby is having fun. Oh, I got Alma's ending. Okay, this adds up. All right, this adds up. Alma's my favorite character. God damn it, I should have seen this coming a mile away. See? Even Gabby is having fun. Relax a bit. Yeah, whatever. You know, Alma, you remind me a bit of my sis. I do? How? You always manage to get a reaction from Jill. Sis always said that Jill acknowledging your presence is the best way to know she likes you. You're talking too much, Gabby. Aww. It's different with you, though. With my sis, Jill was more frustrated. Like this one time where she bought her a shirt that... You're talking too much, little girl. A shirt that what? Had a pic of a cucumber on it. Cucumber? Ow! Just what are you doing with my hair? Sorry, it got stuck in one of my fingers. Seriously. So I'm a bit like Lenore then? No, you just remind me of her a bit. Moreover, my sister wasn't as ass. What this girl is trying to say that with your tits and ass, you could build a Lenore and a half out of this mass. That just means it's enough to share with the both of you. Share? You're talking too much, Alma. Friday, January 15th. So, yeah, the guy had a fantasy about a woman castrating him. I tried for an hour to convince him it's a bad idea, and I finally just... Who starts a conversation like that? I just sat down! What the fuck? We finally moved to the bedroom, and it turns out that the guy has a weird implant where his testicles should be. It's basically a removable ball sack. I suppose the guy really liked that fantasy and made sure he could live it out properly. I did get Dorothy's ending. Okay. Dorothy Inquisition, yep. I once saw a guy at the hospital in the emergency room after having been castrated to fulfill a fantasy. I wonder if it's the same guy. I have enough problems with just one, you know. Just one what? With just listening to one of your anecdotes. You told me about the Neo Tijuana thing, and now this. Don't you have a more subdued story? Come on, Joe, you're an adult. You can take that much. Shut up. Well, last time I spoke with my mom, I asked her the story of her daughter. Turns out her name was Anna. Huh. Now you pretend it's a surprise? Quiet you. She fought against nanomachine rejection for most of her life. She even lost a girlfriend that she made in the hospital to that same sickness. Apparently, sometime after she got out of treatment, a truck hit her and killed her. But even then, she was amazing. She was? Huh? Yeah, she kept up her studies while still in the hospital. She was a self-taught honor student. Not only that, but she also ranked among the top 5 candidates in at least 3 college admission exams. She also played the piano and guitar. Well, being confined to her room does that, I guess. I mean, fully able-bodied people can barely do half that. But she practically accomplished all of that by herself. And she also beat nanomachine rejection, a disease that only 2% of humans suffer and even less survive. It took a trucking truck to take her down. She was great. And I sort of think I'm sort of like her sister. Silly Becky. Honey, you say something? I did not. Weird. I swear I heard somebody call me Silly Becky. Come again? What the fuck? 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 What? Ah! It's not uncommon for me to hear stuff from far away and think I've heard it nearby, but you're the only one nearby that knows my real name, so it was weird. Oh well, as I was saying, the ballsack guy. Sunday, August 27th. I guess this is where we part ways. Huh. Sadly, I'm bound to this city. Only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for the second chance you've given me. If we ever cross paths again, Gil, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be so dramatic. And you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live there. The time you spend setting up a useless farewell could be used asking me things about the place. Like where the switches and valves are. But I already know. They're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about that control panel. I'm proud of it. Speaking of obsessive likes, Jill, stop calling Armitage. She'll take care of your little 4-ball just fine. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about me. I've never been away from 4 this long. I don't know what I'll do. You'll do just fine. You did pretty well for at least 25 years before finding him. Yes, but we're leaving. Oh, yeah, before I forget, I left you a box of condoms on the first drawer of the desk, Gil. You what? You what? You what? You what? You what? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, with just one condition. You're gonna fuck like rabbits. Stay away from my room. I have too many pics of my Emoto there, and I don't want her eyes soiled. Emo who? Little sister. Then just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. First stop, Panama! We did it. You can now save heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen or bar will let you start over from day 1 while keeping your items and money. And G+. Well, that's about it. I didn't think I would see this game beaten before Pikmin 4 dropped, but I guess that comes with the territory of being consistent, like a streamer should be, so to speak. Well, thank you guys so much for coming out. This has been an absolutely incredible experience. I don't think I actually have anybody in particular that I can rate on. So I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and end stream here. Honestly, it's been my absolute pleasure serving drinks and changing lives with you here, guys, you know? Thank you all for being such an absolutely amazing audience as ever. I will be taking a break tomorrow, and I am supposed to be taking a break on Friday as well. However, as that is the same day I get paid and the same day Pikmin 4 releases, you can expect a stream then. So, as usual, please make sure that you wash your hands, don't touch your face, drink water, and wear a mask when traveling in public. We will see you guys this Friday for Pikmin 4. I love you guys so much. In everything that you do your absolute best. I will see you guys next time. Take care. Have a pleasant night. Bye-bye.